Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have some wild updates linked to Kendrick Lamar's latest album GNX, as we got reactions from Drake all thanks to his latest livestream with XQC, where Drake returned fire and gave fans some interesting updates, including one that clashes with Kendrick Lamar's upcoming Super Bowl performance. And speaking on Kendrick, it seems the entire Joe Budden podcast may have turned out to be way off the mark with their GNX predictions, based on early projections that show it is tracking below Drake's For All the Dogs album. More on this in a bit. And upon seeing the damage that Kendrick's been doing in 2024, it sparked heated debates about the biggest year for a rapper in hip-hop history, and this even got the attention of the OG stan. And we also saw Eminem's influence on Kendrick get debated, and at the latter part of the video we'll get to what could escalate the Kendrick versus Drake battle and take it from the studio to the streets, and even Snoop Dogg got dragged into the mix. More on this later. And starting out with the early projections for Kendrick Lamar's GNX, according to Talk of the Charts, it goes: Kendrick Lamar's GNX is aiming for the biggest hip-hop album streaming week in the United States this year, 350 to 400 million streams projected. It will be the largest US hip-hop album streaming debut since Drake's For All the Dogs, 514 million. And mind you, For All the Dogs opened with first week equivalent sales in the United States of 403,000 sold. And excluding pure sales for Kendrick, based on projected streams, we are looking at 310,000 sold excluding pure sales. However, if you recall, just a few days ago, the Joe Budden podcast were debating about how they expect 300,000 from just one day of sales, and they were betting on how this will surpass Damn's 603,000 first week sales. And here's a reminder:
he might do 300,000 today.
He might.
Today.
He might.
Do we have this being his highest selling first week?
What's his first week?
Yes.
Damn was high.
Damn was the
6
one.
something.
Oh,
Damn was 6 something.
He beat 6 something. No, he don't beat Damn. I got 50.
He might beat.
I got 50.
What's your bet?
$50. He beats $50. He beats Damn.
Tyler did 3 off a fucking surprise drop. Kendrick is doing 6.
I can't.
Okay.
Jump on. The album ain't been out an hour. He's gonna do 300,000 units maybe today.
I might be with you. I'm with you.
I'm dead.
I think I'm with
He
it.
might do that today.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to Tyler. But I mean, Kendrick is Kendrick. If Tyler did the
Not
3,
just that, yo. It's everything surrounding all of the Drake shit. His whole summer's been his.
Yeah.
He still maintained a certain level of mysticism even throughout all of the bullshit. And then he just throws a fucking album out. 2 number 1 songs.
Yeah.
An album that sounds
within
amazing.
6 months.
Yeah. Super Bowl announcement.
Yeah.
Nah, he's gonna do something stupid. He's gonna do something stupid.
And of course, some wasted no time to pounce on social media. That dude Joe Budden said 600,000, laughing emojis. What an idiot. But the prediction of 300,000 in one single day is even nastier, because clearly that would have led to over 1 million first week sales. And for some context, the Eminem show marked 284,000 sold on its first day, and Drake fans are pulling up receipts of these wild predictions. Kendrick's next album after the Super Bowl might be the first rap album in a while to sell 1 million plus first week. And to be fair, this album dropped before the Super Bowl, but remember, we still got a few days of tracking before the final projections are published. And on the Hot 100, it is a different story, as Kendrick is projected to occupy the entire top 5 on the US singles chart. Crazy, to be honest. And moving on, seeing the damage Kendrick's been doing in 2024, it sparked viral debates like, I don't think there was ever a rapper with a year like Kendrick Lamar in 2024. And while 2024 is certainly one of the best years ever for a hip-hop artist, the recency bias in this is off the charts. And off the top, we got 3 Eminem years: 2002, 2000, and 2010. We got 50 Cent in 2003. We got DMX in 98. And I'm sure some of you could provide some more examples, years that match or surpass this one, in the comments. I mean, Snoop's 93 is another one, all things considered. And for some context, Eminem's classic MMLP album was moving 520,000 pure copies on its 4th week. We'll never see this level of anticipation in this era of hip-hop. And Kendrick fans have been put on blast for suggesting this. Kendrick fans are unbearable, man. 2002, Eminem had the #1 album, #1 movie, and #1 single at the same time. Eminem shows sold 8 million that year, eventually went 3 times diamond. 8 Mile made $250 million and he won an Oscar, signed 50 Cent / G-Unit to his label, and ended Benzino and Ja Rule. And even the OG Stan had to remind the internet of 2000 Eminem in response to that tweet. And we are at a point where some believe Eminem's influence on Kendrick is up for debate, as in response to this, there's another rapper who I hear all up and through Kendrick's new album, whose name I don't want to say because y'all gonna jump me, because it is a non-black rapper. I'ma delete this if I get jumped though, and the usual suspects were back to downplay Eminem's impact in response to this. I think y'all giving Eminem too much credit. Mariah finished him. Funny because Kendrick's style is even closer to Eminem than it is to Tupac. And this user was reminded about how Eminem turned Mariah to a Christmas season artist. And moving on, Drake was sending subliminals and returning fire to Kendrick for some of the lyrics on Dot's new album that included bars like "I just strangled me a goat" on the song Hey Now. And we got Drake going off during his recent live stream about his current well-being, upcoming tour dates that just happened to coincide with when Kendrick's performing at the Super Bowl. Drake also spoke on his upcoming album, and he made sure to remind the viewers about his well-being right now. Check out snippets from the live stream.
I guess I should give a little intro, like, I'm Drake, this is XQC, real streaming legend. Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact, mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering, right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by, real talk. Cheers
Chat.
to everybody. Love, W's for everybody. Maxes tonight. Anitas.
We need Max win.
Anitas tonight. Listen. Shout out to X's chat, man. You guys are ruthless, man, but I love you. I got a lot of love for you guys, man.
Yeah, pretty ruthless, but
We love all the shit talkers, all the crip walkers, man. We love you guys, man. It is what it is, man, you know?
I think
we love the chirps. We love the chirps. Trust me.
I think at the end of the means like an actual like harm and whatever, you know?
No, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. If you're gonna sit in front of the camera, you gotta take it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That sounded crazy, by the way.
Wasn't too bad.
That's like a good OnlyFans slogan or something.
Holy shit.
Piece of life advice for you. I want to set this off by I wanted to announce this before we even get into gambling.
Good.
Because I'm excited. But February 9th, for anybody that's watching from Australia, I'm coming back to Australia the first time in 8 years. Coming back to Australia on tour. It's actually, funny enough, called the Anita Max Win Tour.
Really? No, stop.
I swear. It's the Anita Max Win Tour. Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast. Yeah.
See, a lot of W's in chat, a lot of
yeah, a lot of
boys.
W's in the chat. Anita Max Win Tour, February 9th to like March something. So Australia.
Is it just Australia or going to other places?
No, I'm just going to Australia for now. It's been 8 years. I haven't been back.
Oh
so.
wow. Why did you never go back?
I don't know. That makes me sound crazy. Like I love it there. It's just me and Party's album like 75% done. Shout out to PX cooking right now. Album sounds incredible. Shout out to the Six, the whole city. Anybody watching from Canada, we love you. What else?
How much? How many songs on an album usually? I think they have to use more like always kind of the same.
No, I can be like what I mean. I always have a problem making short albums. Yo, chat, love, biggest Sixer. Don't ever forget it. Let these guys try and tell you different. Promise. Trust me. Like I said, mind, body, and soul. I'm here. What's up, Jesse? Love. Thank you.
And boy, this sparked reactions all over the place. In response to the Super Bowl clash, some have expanded. Keeping yourself busy on Super Bowl Sunday will be good for your mental health. And more, Kendrick has inflicted permanent psychological harm on that man laughing emojis. Drake's been getting cooked for the most part. Suffice to say that apart from Kendrick beating Drake in the battle, Eminem was also spot on about how they will turn on Drake on Zeus. Like rap fans and hip-hop media are even more dedicated to the Drake slander at this point, more than Kendrick, and the fact that Drake is talking like he walked away unscathed has intensified the roasting session. Bro, this how you talk when you get second place in Mario Kart laughing emojis, making this whole ish worse, acting like you took 0 damage. It is 2018 all over again, shake my head. Please stop with the diss tracks, the whole ish went left. And more, you need facts to take me out back to back to back flops since the beef. And perhaps things could escalate further, as we got reports of this hours ago. Drake is coming to Compton on Sunday, according to the legendary Compton blood Snoopy Badass. He said he talked to OVO and Drake. He's bringing Drake to Tam's Burger on Sunday to give back to the community. Kendrick Lamar filmed Not Like Us at Tam's Burger too.
It's been confirmed. I just hollered at Drake right now. I'm pulling up in Bompton to Tam's Burgers with Drake. So y'all get ready. It's confirmed right now, homie. It just got confirmed. I'm pulling up in Compton with Drake. I'ma show y'all, homie. I'ma show y'all how much cap these dudes is, how they just popping it. Man, look, y'all playing musical chairs with the city, homie. So when I pull up in Compton with Drake, I don't want to hear nothing. All y'all gonna say is, oh, they had security. Oh, they had the police with them. I don't want to hear no excuses when I bring Drake to Bompton. I'm bringing Drake to Bompton. He hit me and it's confirmed. So y'all get ready for that. Sunday, we gonna see how much cap I am. We gonna see how much cap I am. All you doing is playing musical chairs with the city, homie. And I'm about to show y'all how these dudes is capped. So I'm bringing Drake to Bompton. I am. Sunday. It's confirmed. Y'all can get mad about that. Y'all can cry about it. It don't matter. It's a free country, homie. And if I say Drake good in Bompton, he good in Bompton. So I'm pulling up to Bompton, Tam's Burgers with Drake. Mark my words, Sunday coming up. And when I pull up with him, I don't want to hear, oh, that's not really Drake. Oh, this photo. I don't want to hear none of that. So straight up, I'm bringing OVO to Bompton. Big Snoopy Badass.
And apparently, this is someone co-signed by Snoop Dogg in the past, as Academics TV also posted this. Snoop Dogg put a chain on the legendary Compton blood Snoopy Badass and co-signed him after he dissed Kendrick and said he's bringing Drake to Compton.
Y'all see this? Yes,
Snoopy do, Snoopy don't, Snoopy do, Snoopy don't, Snoopy will, Snoopy won't.
Snoopy gang, DPG.
Badass finally got laced and loaded.
It's over.
Now he locked up. Make sure my nephew right.
Right. Good looking out, huh?
Pimpin' ain't dead. He's always just scared. You popping and popping on him now, boy.
Ooh, that's right. Wait,
nigga.
Wait.
What now?
That
part. Nigga.
Bow wow.
Dog pound.
Now what?
That part.
But this is a video that is reportedly at least 2 years old before the battle even started. However, we got Games Manager out here shutting down Snoopy on IG.
Some things I'll stay out of, but some things I gotta get into. Snoopy Badass, I don't know what you're doing. I don't get it. We online with Drake's team, bro. They ain't talk to you, they don't know you. They ain't got no plans on coming to Compton. I don't like what I'm seeing, bro, because it's like Kendrick just dropped his album. It's like you trying to create something to gaslight over there in Compton to start saying shit negative towards Drake. Bro, hey, listen, man, like, this ain't the way, man. Like, keep the peace, homie. Ain't been no issues with Kendrick and Drake. It was a healthy rap battle. Far as I know, homies over there ain't talking about doing nothing to Drake. And what you trying to do is say you bringing him over there to a certain location to start getting on the internet, making threats and saying crazy shit. But we ain't doing that, bro. Right? Drake ain't asked for that. The homies ain't asked for that. Kendrick Lamar album is on pace to do some crazy numbers. Y'all go cop that, download that, stream that, disregard the bullshit, bro. Stupid, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. Like, this shit ain't cool.
And Drake wasn't the only rap star to go on streaming platforms hours ago, as Snoop Dogg also went on Kai Cenat's platform, where we also saw Snoop Dogg, the motivational speaker.
Greetings, loved ones. 1212. From me to you. Stand true like the color blue. Hopefully today is the day where the message comes through. Motivation, inspiration. Sometimes sadness brings frustration. No need to stop. Push to the top. Sometimes it feels like you're gonna drop. No need to cop a plea. Listen to me, from G to G. When you wake up in the morning, what do you see? You see yourself. You should love yourself. Self-empowerment. Self-love, self-care. That's why I'm where I'm at. You want to be where you at? Or you want to get where you deserve to be? Where you need to be? Where you ought to be? Being yourself. That's the best person you can be. 7 days a week. Wake up to it. Move with it. Be comfortable. Be confident. Love you like I love me. That's why you love me.
Damn!
And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on these topics in the comment section. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.